Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us this evening for this somewhat sombre farewell, but celebration as well of this wonderful facility. Can I begin by acknowledging the Wardani people of the Noongar Nation as the traditional custodians of the land on which we all live, work and flourish, and on which this building was built. And pay respects to their elders, both past, present and emerging, and celebrate their continuing connection to country, and acknowledge any Indigenous people who may be here this evening. So, it's down to me to, in the first place, congratulate the winner of the 2021, so last year, City of Busselton Art Award People's Choice. So the People's Choice had over 1,300 votes.
They did, and I am going to get the certificate. Excuse me.
While you do that, I'll amuse the crowd with some anecdotes. So we had over 1,300 votes. So thank you to all those who entered this year's award, or to those who made up those 1,300 voters in the People's Choice. And it shows you how much this award has grown and the interest that it has created. So without further ado, I would like to congratulate Cassandra Binder. Cassandra, who won very narrowly.
Yeah, by 20 votes.
By 20 votes, so good to get the family involved always. Congratulations, Cassandra.
So this is your certificate, and during the week I will get your cheque made out because it literally closed at 2 o'clock today.
And we're counting all of the votes.
Yes.
So congratulations. So your work is actually across the road. We can't see it in here this evening, but if you wander over the road, you can check out what won the People's Prize. So congratulations, Cassandra. Well done. It's nice to have the family. We get the cheque in the plate.
Well done.
Tonight, importantly, we also celebrate and pay tribute to the legacy of not only the ArtGeo Gallery, but the Busselton Arts Council and Arts Alive. The countless man hours that have been put into the gallery over the 14 years that it has thrived is incredible. We've been very fortunate to have had the gallery backed by professional staff, exhibitors, artists, and many volunteers. On behalf of the City, I would like to express how grateful we truly are and sincerely thank you all. I'm now going to hand over to Sharon, who's going to give us a little bit of a rundown on the history of ArtGeo and the Arts Council and Arts Alive. Thank you, Sharon.
So who would have thought that back in 1976, when the police station over there closed, that it would have turned into a flourishing arts centre. It's become the basis for the arts in the Busselton region, and we are justifiably proud that everybody supports us and comes and does all sorts of things. So back then the building was almost derelict, and a group of artists came in and they said, no, you will not destroy this building, and they stayed there until it became heritage listed. So we were fortunate to have that building. Along that line, this building is also heritage listed. So when it became empty around about 2005-ish, something like that, the then councillor Jane Holland worked very hard to convince the council on the behalf of all the artists that this would be an amazing place for arts to flourish. So ArtGeo Gallery had been created on the back of a bundle of artists called Arts Alive in Busselton, and they came in and kept the courthouse open originally, and that gave Jane the impetus to say, hey look, arts are obviously important here in Busselton, and we sort of proved the point by staying there. And so the council came on board, and in 2005, ArtGeo Gallery went into the sergeant's quarters. And we stayed there until 2008 when this was renovated and we became an amazing space for one and all. Our first art award, which was our inaugural exhibition in here, wasn't quite as sophisticated as this one. We kind of didn't have any lights. They hadn't arrived in time. So we opened with stage lighting perched on top of all of the gallery walls with cords linking everything. It looked a little bit weird, but everybody loved it. We were inundated that night, and it's continued to be an amazing space ever since then. We've had the joy of dealing with a lot of artists and a lot of community groups, from professional bodies over east, such as the Design Centre in Sydney, also the Australian Maritime Museum. We've worked closely with Art on the Move, of which I've been a member for 6 years as a board member. Anton was a member for 6 years as a board member. So we've had a little bit of influence on what came and went, which was kind of nice. But we've had probably the greatest joy in working with emerging artists and helping them flourish and find their own footsteps, working with people like Interwork, with the disabled artists, the TAFE students, so that they could find their feet. We even worked with the school teachers at some times, so that their students could see how amazing the teachers were that were teaching the students, and they were 3 very successful exhibitions. We have today a very lovely exhibition under very professional lights, which we will take with us into whatever space we end up in. We have also had an amazing group of volunteers, which we hope will continue on with us, and we hope that as the new building is developed, that we get a whole group more people that want to become into the arts. Yeah, we have had some amazing coordinators over the years. Our first coordinator was Helena Sam, whose work I'm actually standing in front of at the moment. So she came in. Then when she left, I took over with my fellow coordinator. We job shared, Denise Gibb, and we worked that way for quite some time until Denise unfortunately couldn't do it anymore. Then Diana McGurr came in, and now we've got the wonderful John, who's standing there, the most personable person we could possibly have, brilliant at doing events and just keeping us all together and sane when the things happen, so thank you so much, John. The staff members that we work with, some of them are here tonight, and you all know who you are. We love having you, and we're going to take everybody. We're not closing, we're like a butterfly. We've done the worm thing. We've now spun our cocoon, and we'll be waiting for a while until we emerge as a butterfly at the end of it. So,
Absolutely.
Back to you, Grant.
Thank you. Thanks, Sharon. So while it may be the end of an era for ArtGeo Gallery as we know it, it's a new beginning for visual arts in the region as we progress with a purpose-built A-class art gallery capable of hosting national and international touring exhibitions. Broad construction will soon be commencing construction of the city's new Performing Arts and Convention Centre, which is expected to open in 2023. The multifunctional venue will integrate the World Theatre and ArtGeo Gallery in the heart of this precinct. The vision for the new ArtGeo Gallery is to be a vibrant and flourishing centre in the southwest, contributing to the life and well-being of the community by nurturing growth and diversity in the arts. Holding prime position in the Performing Arts and Convention Centre, the gallery will include important temperature, humidity and security controls. This new purpose-built gallery will be a significant investment in the visual arts for the whole of the southwest, now and into the future. The gallery is expected to connect people locally and globally through culture and creativity, It will also attract visitors during and outside of the many other events run within that centre. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you raise your glass for those that have one. You should all have one, or you should have a mask on. As I propose a long but very important toast. Well, it's not that long. That longer. Firstly, you don't have to drink to each one. To the past, present and future of the visual arts in the region. To 14 years, 270 exhibitions, over 3,000 visual artists supported, and all of the wonderful people who helped in the gallery's journey. To an amazing and bright future of what's to come for our cultural and creative industries. Cheers. 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 Enjoy it.